family favourites, beef cheek ragu.
Come on.
Honestly, I love it. My kids love it. My wife loves it. It's one of those which it's a crowd pleaser for me and my family anyway. And I'm sure will be for yours at home.
Yeah, I love beef cheeks.
I love
There's
it.
something about the gelatinous texture.
Yeah. That gelatinous flavour goes all the way through your sauce and gives you the most rich and umptuous sauce ever. Yeah, it really is. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to start off by sealing my beef cheeks in a really nice hot pan. Just a little bit of olive oil.
Really important step, isn't it?
It really is, because you get that caramelization on your meat firstly, you break down some of the fats which release into the sauce, and it will just give you a better tasting ragu.
So we've got some veg here, leek,
please.
onion, and I'll slice this carrot up. I'm glad one of us is doing a pasta for family favourites. We had to get a pasta in there somewhere.
It's a staple, I'm sure, of every family.
Yeah.
All right, they're all sealed up, so I'm just gonna pop those out. And then we'll start cooking off some of the veggies.
All right.
So I'm going with a little bit more olive oil.
And throw them all
just
in?
Chuck it all in, mate.
Right.
Beautiful. Get some garlic in there as well, some chopped garlic. We're just gonna let that cook down, caramelize off, and then we're gonna add the tomato paste, the red wine, and the stock. You can see those veggies are nicely caramelized now.
Beautiful.
So now I'm gonna start cooking off some tomato paste. Can you chop for me some thyme?
Got ya.
And pick some few bay leaves in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely am obsessed with cooking out my tomato paste first with things like this. I like to brown it off, really bring out the colours and the flavours of the paste.
It's such a good little tip, that one.
Really is.
You want to get rid of that raw tomato
Exactly.
flavour.
I'm going in now with some red wine.
All right.
Just let the glass the bottom of the pan.
Chuck it in.
Yes, please. Thank you.
How many bay leaves do you want?
Oh, I'll go 3.
Yeah.
I love bay. It's one of my favourite herbs.
me
Got a beautiful tree in my garden.
Love it.
Goes in everything. Now I'm going in with our chopped tomatoes.
Lovely.
We don't even need to cook that out. I'm going straight in with our stock.
The smell in here is just gorgeous.
Beautiful. And then we just pop our beef cheeks back in, lid on, cook it for 3 to 4 hours.
Yep.
So it's really nice
and low.
yeah, nice and slow. But you want to pull it at the end and pull it while it's still hot. And then you will just reduce the sauce down a touch more to have the most gorgeous ragu. Cook up some pasta.
Oh,
And I'll give you a good feed, mate.
this is going to be the fanciest bolognese I've ever had in my life. Look at those.
You can see that sauce is deep and rich and reducing down really nicely. And like, you can have the lid on. I leave the lid on so that sauce gets really like umptuous. And with a special sauce, you need a special pasta.
You
Tim.
do.
So I've got the beautiful rigatoni. And for me, this pasta is just the star. Aussie made, locally produced, but it's slow processed so that you can see the colour of the pasta is just what you expect. It's not that bright yellow, vibrant, you know. It looks like fresh pasta.
You can see the love that goes into every piece of pasta.
And for me, a rigatoni for a sauce like this is perfect because you get all that beautiful sauce inside the tube and it just soaks it all up. So now that the pasta's in, we're literally just gonna pull these cheeks. And when I say it should just pull apart, it should be that simple and that easy.
On. My tummy is growling.
So we're just gonna pull all this now, season it up, let the pasta cook.
Get a big bowl.
Get a big bowl and we can get stuck in. All right, pasta's cooked. Our beautiful ragu's ready. Look at that.
That's just shredded.
Pulled completely. And obviously once you pull it and then once you like leave it to reduce for another few minutes, it just continues to shred and just like
thickens up.
Exactly melt through the sauce. And I haven't done a huge amount of pasta, I've done just enough for us. But this sauce will go much further.
And like you said, you could do this with a chuck steak or something like that, but I implore you out there, try and get your hands on some beef cheeks. You will not regret it.
And I'm not going to be shy here, Tim.
I wouldn't expect you to be. Please don't.
You could finish this with some parmesan or pecorino, some fresh parsley. For me, doesn't need anything other than just a little liquor of salt and a little twist of pepper.
Wow.
And that's one of my family favourites, a beef cheek ragu.
Very
with
impressed.
Gorgeous rigatoni pasta.
I need to get some of this beef cheek in there.
I mean,
Mate.
that sauce, the cheeks, but the pasta, when you pop it in al dente into that ragu and it just finishes cooking in there, it becomes one with the sauce and it sits so nicely in the tube and the texture and the chew is just, it's just heaven, guys. It really is. Like,
We're having a moment, guys. Get us a glass of red wine.
that's it.